Good morning, guys. Welcome to Trade Confident. I've just gone over the Bitcoin video and the Ethereum video, so if you haven't watched that, make sure you guys watch it. Good things going on over there. I do think we are still due for a drop, and I think the market is overextended, but I unbiasedly go over the metrics in those two videos, so make sure you guys take a look at that. Okay, guys, let's dive into Dogecoin here. So you guys know originally I ended up getting in a position down here. A lot of you guys ended up following me on this position. We got in down at about 16 cents, and then we ended up exiting up here about 22 cents. You guys saw that on the Coinbase charts. Sorry, those are all the withdrawals. Withdrawals are doing really good. We haven't lost a trade on this channel yet, so I've been obviously very excited about that. You guys are messaging me and saying you're making just had a guy message me in saying he's made thousands of dollars on the last Bitcoin call for the long trade. So good job for that for you guys. So just going to show you guys transparently that this is all live trading I'm doing in here, and everything is true and it's real. We are going to be going over the metrics today, which are holding very true for Dogecoin. But what actually happened here? Last video I came out with Dogecoin, I was talking about this descending resistance line. We were currently below this, and we're actually pushing up just a little bit in that video. And I mentioned if we break above this here, this is most likely where we're going to see. I think I'm almost positive. I called it a parabolic move. I said prepare for a parabolic move in the last YouTube video, and that's exactly what we ended up getting right after that. Now, those of you guys who are waiting for the entry for Dogecoin, let me get over here and I'll show this to you. The entry was called down at 18 cents and then 16 cents. So if you guys were waiting for buy limits, you did not get picked up on this. But if you guys ended up coming in and you were actually able to do any type of market order, I know some people over email, I was telling this about. I mentioned this to a few people. I said, guys, make sure you guys are watching this. If this breaks here, we are going to go parabolic. So if anyone did get into a market order on this based off the video, you guys are doing fantastic. You guys are currently up like 23%. So great job. If you guys also ended up using the metrics to actually get into this move over here that was called at 22 cents, you might have actually been able to get into here depending on what time you were actually looking at the chart. So let me show you what that looks like. We did end up crossing above here, and then between about the August 7th of 3 to 5 to, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, you had about a 12-hour period here where since we passed this on the metrics on the website, you guys could have gotten picked up at this. Basically, it's the first buy limit of 4 if you guys know how to trade the strategy. And if you guys got in there, you guys are currently sitting up at the moment about 16, let's get an exact in here, about 15.64%. So again, great job for all of you guys following the metrics. Even if you missed the first one, if you guys ended up taking the second call in here, you guys are obviously up at the moment. Okay, let's take a little bit of a look at the metrics here and see if we can predict what's going to happen here for Bitcoin coming up. We did see that the money flow did end up pushing up to the top here in green. This indicator and the trend exhaustion, I highly recommend you guys get them on your TradingView charts, just so you can follow along with me. They've been holding very true. When we start seeing money flow as well as the trend exhaustion push up into this red top zone here, this is when I historically expect to see drops in the market. It just holds true a lot for Dogecoin. Even the bottoms down here, if you guys, literally if you just get this indicator right here, I don't suggest just doing this. I suggest pairing it with the metrics. But if you guys just use this and literally take, buys when you're down into the bottom red zone and you start riding it back up, these are really good entries at low prices if you guys want to start taking advantage of those. And then if you want to look to sell when you're in the top red zone, historically we drop almost every single time when we're up in these top red zones here. We could see drops here, we saw drops here, we saw a drop here. So it's probably, honestly guys, I coded indicators for trading for a living 3 years ago. This is the best indicator to call the tops and the bottoms. And the money flow is really good to show us where money's heading. Something crazy is happening on Dogecoin on the metrics. So let's get over there so we can talk about that. I've literally never seen this happen. And the metrics I've actually already updated this morning. I wasn't able to get this video out before 8 a.m. I like to do that so you guys can see the integrity of the metrics. The reason why I don't do this a lot is because anybody can come out afterwards on video and be like, hey, look what happened. I told you it would happen. Obviously, the metrics are already out. So I do videos before metrics come out so I can make calls, which proves the consistency of the metrics, okay, if that makes sense. It's a check and balance for us. So let's actually go over Dogecoin. This is kind of fun for me to show you guys because these are actually live updated just 38 minutes ago. So let's take a look at this. They already updated at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys, we are pushing into this emotional index of excited and maybe pushing up to greedy this week. This was a nice little pump we saw for Dogecoin. Even people online who are big fans of Dogecoin, and I don't mind mentioning this channel, Final Stand, they're probably one of the biggest Dogecoin, I think they actually are the biggest Dogecoin channel out there. He is expecting to see a nice drop back down in here as well. Definitely bullish long term. I am as well. But just want to point this out to you guys. The emotional index is showing that we are excited. We are not pushed up into greedy yet, but just be aware of that this is a place where we could start seeing people short the market, some smart money. Look at this though. This has never, I've never seen this ever on a chart. Long versus short trades. This, if you guys want to know what indecision looks like, here you go. Like this is a perfect example. Long trades went up like crazy. Then long trades drastically dropped. Short trades went through the roof within 24-hour period. And then long trades went straight up, short trades went straight down, and now long trades are down and short trades are back up. Whew, that is like one heck of a roller coaster ride right there. So as I've been mentioning to you guys in the last few videos, this metric, watch this on a daily basis. It holds so true. When you guys see price action like this moving downward in this bottom slope, when you see long money come into the market, this thing cannot keep going down. It shoots up, okay? Can I just like sneak you guys over to Bitcoin real quick and prove this again to you guys over here? For those of you guys wondering, guys, price structure is going through the roof on Bitcoin and long trades are falling out. Price structure was going up over here and long trades were following out. The biggest crash of the year happened after that. Could Bitcoin be in for the biggest crash of the year? Just going to point that out if you guys didn't see the Bitcoin video. It held true on Ethereum. It held true on Bitcoin. It held true on Dogecoin. So maybe not long trades be the smartest thing. Let's watch that. So let's keep moving down here. Long versus short trade risk. If you guys are looking to take trades, historically, this is showing us that this is a great place to look for short trades over long trades. That kind of makes sense at the moment, okay? Now, if we take a look at this, the well-known institutional smart money, oh man, this metric shot off one of the biggest, I think this is literally the biggest short trade metric that has ever shot down within a 24-hour period. Well, that correlated to this up here, and anybody who took that short trade, you guys did very well on this move down. Yes, it rebounded at structure high. That's very obvious. That happens so many times. You're going to get a break back down to previous structure high at 23 cents. Now we're bouncing from there. But anybody who took a short on any of this, guys, did really well. If you did 5x leverage, you did 50%. If you did 10x leverage, you did 10%, 100% in here. If you just, used without leverage, you guys did about 10 to 11%. So yes, the metrics were like, hey, heads up guys, we're probably going to drop. And yes, we did end up dropping very, very rapidly there. Okay, I'm going to go over some predictions of how high and how low I think this can go in a second. So give me just one brief moment to go over this. As far as people looking at this to start dropping back down, which I can understand why you guys would think that, Bitcoin is showing an incredible amount of bearish patterns today. And if Bitcoin goes down, I can see the relationship where Dogecoin could actually move down with it. So if Dogecoin does move down, this is the level I'm looking for. I'm looking at 23 cents as the next catch point, which 23 cents basically hits us back at this structure high, which would bring us back to the low. So, for those that are really bearish on Dogecoin, I would say, a drop of about 9% to 10% is not unlikely for those people who are thinking this is going to drop right back down, okay? Now, as far as a move up goes, the first thing we obviously have to break on the chart here before we start seeing any type of another, parabolic or even just a higher high, we just got to break this up here, which is at 28 cents. So a 28 cent move has to be broken. Once 28 cents is broken, it's actually a really nice move up to some higher levels, and the previous structure high after that is over here around 45 cents. It's up here at around 44.6. So if this can get broken here, guys, this might actually be a pretty nice move up here, and there's not too many resistance points in the way for this to go back up to 44 and 45 cents. So for those of you guys who are bullish in here, I think that's a pretty neat scenario that we could be seeing. Now, I've mentioned to you guys this like so many times. Dogecoin is still so low in price right now. If you guys were to, do long time holders and you just want to get in here and hold for the long term, that's not a bad idea. If you just want to come in and hold for, 5-10 years, it's 25 cents. Yes, it can absolutely, drop back down here. I wouldn't doubt, if we do see a little bit of a drop back down, it's probably going to get caught at about 22 cents. That's going to be a great look for an entry. I will be going over entries in this video if you guys want to take a long trade. So give me a second and I'll get over there. Exit points for long trades, obviously that was a good exit point for a long trade because you guys ended up taking profit at the top here. So the metric called that very well in here. We had a few signals over here when it was overbought, and it was like, hey, just heads up, we're probably going to head back down, probably going to head down. And we did see a lot of these fast drops in the market, which I ended up taking advantage of, and I actually ended up calling an exit here. And I ended up exiting my 100% of my portfolio for Dogecoin in this area. And then I'm still waiting to reinvest. So let's go over this. What's the best trade setup right now you guys can take for Dogecoin? If you guys want access to these metrics, it's just $49 a month. It's super cheap, guys. Honestly, like this should be, I should be charging like hundreds of dollars for this. I do plan on doing that in the future, to be honest with you guys. But right now I'm keeping it at $49. I want you guys to get in here. I want you to make money. If I can pay all my business expenses and keep this at $49, I'll do that. But we just have to see what this looks like depending on how many people are over here. So let's go to live trades. What you guys do, go to the front page and then scroll down to Dogecoin. And I'm going to give you guys literally the best setup I can see right now for Dogecoin. If you guys are bullish on Dogecoin, which I personally am as well, here is literally the exact setup. I've never been able to do this on video before because I'm usually doing it before the metrics come out. Well, here you guys go. Here's a freebie. The best buy limit I can see in here is at 24 cents. So if you guys want to come in and you have $1,000, please watch this video. It tells you exactly how to trade this, and it's super ridiculously simple to follow. Okay, here's it in a nutshell. You got $1,000 right now and you want to get into Dogecoin. I suggest breaking whatever amount you want to trade with. In this example, $1,000, break it into 4 equal sections. Okay, market ordering, your whole portfolio. It is just not smart. Okay, you know that, right? Hopefully you do. What I'm suggesting, if you have $1,000, break it into 4 segments: $250 at a buy limit at 24 cents, $250 at a buy limit at 18 cents, $250 at 10 cents, and $250 at 2 cents. Yes. Put them all in your exchange. This is not financial advice, entertainment purposes only. Let's make that clear. But you guys need to be spreading out your buy limits if you want to have good risk management. This is exactly how I have not lost a single trade on this channel yet. Okay, there's not been a single trade lost. There's a short trade on Ethereum going right now, and Bitcoin that has a little bit of a drawdown. We just need to be patient for that. I think it's going to come back and be a great winner, but we have not lost a single trade on this channel yet. This is why. Very, very good risk management with limit orders spread out at incredible key levels. These aren't just thrown on here. These are Fibonacci retracements. These are support and resistance. This is bot trading zones. This is whole numbers. This is quarters theory numbers. Every one of these, I got an email and it's guys like, Travis, I'm so blown away by how you're able to predict the bounces and the tops in here. Like, guys, it's 3,000 hours of charting experience and literally is what's made me been able to call these moves so well. So if you guys want to get into Dogecoin, if you choose to market, or listen to this real carefully, if you choose to market order right now into Dogecoin because you think this is going to go up, you can. But what you're going to do is you need to bypass this first buy limit. And what you'll do is if you have $1,000, $250 can go in at a market order right now. Sorry, guys, my golden retriever is drinking his water, and it's probably, I don't know if you can hear that. Anyways, if you hear it, it's the golden. All right, so if you want to do $250 right now at a market order, let's literally play this out live, like at 25.5. So if you market order 25.5 right now and you believe this is going to keep going up, what you want to do with your first buy limit, it's going to be at 18 cents. Your second buy limit is going to be at 10 cents, and your third one is going to be at 26 cents. Does that make sense? If you market order 1/4 of your $1,000, for example, at $250 right now, you're only going to need 3 buy limits because you're bypassing the first one, okay? That is how you trade this strategy. And then once you hit your first buy limit, make sure, oh man, guys, mark these words. Please do this. Make sure you set up a sell limit. This thing can shoot up overnight and take you out with profit, and you want to make sure you exit in the profit. I've had this happen where I kicked myself. I could have made 55% overnight on one of the coins. I believe it was GRT, the graph. I could have made about 55% and I didn't set a sell limit. And ever since I saw that, I'm like, I'm never entering into a trade. Once your first buy limit gets picked up, if you decide to market order in here, set your sell limit at any of these areas up here. These are the best places where I'm expecting a price to shoot back down, okay? So just make sure you guys are aware of that. All right, guys, this is kind of a cool way for me to show you this. If you have your membership, you get all of these metrics up here, and all the live trade calls for all of these have just been updated about an hour, about 48 minutes ago. If you guys want, take some trades. I've got all my trades set up in here, and I'm going to be sharing that with you guys tomorrow. But let's see what happens in the market. God bless you guys so much. Let's see if this thing shoots up or drops back down. Either way, if you guys want to get into a long trade, here's the best risk management. Let's see what happens this week, and I'll keep you guys updated. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.